So over the weekend in that pro analysis class, I was talking a lot about the types of chart patterns which induce a lot of information which we can analyze in the way of trader psychology and sentiment types of shifts which take place at certain locations in the chart. To be more specific, when I narrow down onto the NASDAQ, when I analyzed this pattern on the Saturday morning, we came to the conclusion that the market was looking very, very bearish. The reason why was because this was the early formation of an island reversal candlestick pattern or chart pattern. We were also rounding out a Japanese dumpling top, which was very, very nice as well. We were running back into a second resistance for the second time, or the resistance level for the second time, about 4,800 on the NASDAQ, you can see right here. And it was just the perfect opportunity based on what our oscillators were doing, getting the most recent sell signals on the Stokes, the RSI is readjusting, and the MACD giving us some pretty nice 2-monthly divergence. It was really just the perfect opportunity to enter into short positions on the overall market if price confirms. Now, what price gives us confirmation? Really, the price we were looking at was about 4,689 on the NASDAQ. You can see we've got a very nice support level, or a gap support right here. If we breached this level from the top, all right, the support level right here, then you could say to yourself that, look, there's a very, very high probability that the market is going to retrace back to lower levels. Now, those levels haven't been revisited. They haven't been touched yet. Let me just undo what I just touched. There we go. These levels haven't been hit yet. I do have levels down here, about 4,614 on the NASDAQ. On the Dow Jones Industrial Average, it comes in around 17,371. And on the S&P, we're looking at, well, look at this. We've almost hit our first level at 2016, all right? Second levels of about 1,985. When we came into the week last week as well, or the beginning of this week, we were analyzing individual stocks, and those stocks have done very, very well for us. Apple was a good continuation to the downside. That's been hit at 107.47. We've done exceptionally well on that trade. When we have a look at stocks like Amazon, we had a very, very nice bearish engulfing candlestick pattern over the weekend. And it's starting to break down about $6.30 today. It hasn't hit our initial entry at $299.50, but it's definitely looking very weak, especially when we get the rollover at the 50 exponential moving average. You see how we get the rejection, all right? And we fail, you get the rejection and you fail. This is just the same pattern repeating itself, and Amazon looks as if it's going to be the next stock to do the same. Baba is also very profitable for us. It's breaking below 2 of our past targets or entries. Baidu at the moment isn't really a trade which we're looking at trading. It was a very, very nice bullish setup above 237.73 a couple of weeks ago. It didn't confirm, price didn't confirm, we didn't get into the trade, and now it's coming back down to old congestion levels back in August and October 2014. I've touched on CAT in a previous video. That absolutely tanked today, down about $4.85. FAS today also down about $7.25, an incredible bearish move. Facebook is holding up quite well compared to a lot of the other stocks and also the markets. It's still really trying to hold this primary trend line, which has been in effect since the earnings gap in August. All right, so you can see that we're holding the primary trend line higher. Let me just get back to the first template so you can see this a little bit better. And although the candlestick, yes, is very bearish, we are still above the primary trend line, so it is technically bullish. We are still in a bullish trend alignment on Facebook. Google today breaking down below 525.50. I've covered that. GoPro is very neutral, sitting out at $66.08. Very, very neutral. Halliburton still got that Bollinger Band squeeze, which we're keeping a very close eye on. Netflix broke down below 338. A very, very nice trade based off the rejection at the 50. Or the 20 exponential moving average, and of course the bearish continuation once we set up that lower high. It appears we've just set up that lower high on Netflix. It's going to continue lower. Tesla's breaking down below 2 triggers. That's a very nice trade in Twitter today. It hasn't broken below any of our entries yet, and I say that tentatively because 3404 is a very, very good entry, down to $30.83 in the future. Keep an eye on that particular trade. Thanks a lot for watching this analysis video. Again, we start with discussion on the markets. We get a feel for the markets. We understand the sentiment and the psychology of what is occurring before we come into the trading week, and then we set our trades up accordingly. As you can see, we have done very, very well. 5 from 5 this week. Let's just visualize that. That's 5 from 5 this week and 4 from 4 last week, okay? So to be humble about it, it doesn't always happen like this, but when you start a new trading year with the trades we've placed, very excited for what's going to be a very prosperous 2015. Get involved, learn for yourself. Have a great Monday evening. All the best. Goodbye.